is Sharon Crandall, and I am a personality manager. My job is to measure your 50-plus personality traits from your facial features and other physical characteristics. Your traits are genetic. This means that you inherited your own unique and wonderful trait pattern from your ancestors. So, you have a unique combination of gifts, talents, and also challenges. So today we are going to do a video on courage. We're calling this Hail to the Hero. Newspapers and magazines are full of people who help each other in time of need and in crisis. And rightly so. It does our heart good to hear of such courageous acts. But I want to hail a different kind of hero today. I want to recognize and applaud the true life courage. The courage to make something of your life that counts. This kind of courage comes from a consistent daily walk. That means making a conscious effort to make your life better and a place for others to be better as well. It means developing your talents, which you were blessed with. It means letting your light shine and not hiding it under a bushel. Changing your life requires a day-to-day courage to think better, act better, and overcome all sorts of obstacles. It requires prayer, meditation, determination, hard work, and being consistent with all your commitments. It means having humility to listen and accept the truth. It means getting on the path of progress in your life when you fall off. When my second son was a little child, we went to Yellowstone Park, and as we were walking down the pathway on the boardwalk, there was steam rising around us. I took his hand and told him to stay on the walk. I no sooner said that than he jumped right off the walk. I grabbed him and he was okay. But isn't that human nature sometimes, to jump off the path to forbidden territory on things that are not that great for us or for other people? So courage is recognizing your errors and jump right back on the path. We are going to make errors and mistakes, and that is human nature, and those things we can learn from. Sometimes it's getting off your own path, and sometimes it also takes courage to get off the path that someone else has designated for you, people who are not understanding your destiny. Once in a while, life presents opportunities that come our way that can bless us and bless our life. These can be turning points if we will take advantage of these opportunities. Our Creator loves us and wants us to be happy and live fruitful lives. When we are ready, the opportunity usually comes. It might be a book someone recommends. It might be a person who comes into your life to build your esteem. It might be a helping hand that you take to take the next step closer to fulfilling your mission. It might be a workshop. It might be a challenge that you will overcome to help make you stronger. It might be an example or teacher that greatly influences your life for the better. Maybe it could be personality science, which could be something of value to help you and your family and others, just as it has mine. Now, sometimes we let these moments go by and then regret it later, having missed a step of progress that could truly bring us more joy. If we are fortunate, the opportunity might present itself again in another form and give us another chance. Living a life of courage takes being responsible, and it takes discipline. It is usually the road less traveled. Here's a quote: "We all must suffer one of two things, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret or disappointment." And yes, it takes discipline to have courage. Now, having to show your courage is not courage. Sometimes taking authority of a situation does take courage, but usually when you feel like you have to show other people who's the boss, you're really admitting your own failure and being less powerful. A woman that I worked with was taking classes on being assertive. After coming home to the office, she came into the room with the attitude, "I am the BIT you know what, and I'm here and you better not take advantage of me." Now, if you were there in front of her, you were the enemy. Now, that is not courage, my friend. That is weakness. That is looking like a huge gorilla through steel bars and showing how tough you are. It doesn't mean a thing of importance. It makes you look silly for no reason at all. One of the things we must overcome is willing to look silly when it does count. We have to seem we all have at least one trait we need to bring us in line, which requires giving up our persona in order to do the right thing for the highest good for all concerned. We seem to have a high need to be accepted by our peers, at least to some extent, which tries our courage to the limit when our reputation is threatened. I don't know anyone that is not vulnerable, at least to some extent. Just when you think you have overcome it, it sneaks up and bites you in the backside. Here's another saying that my son told me years ago. Discipline leads to effectiveness, which leads to accomplishment, which leads to more freedom, not less. It takes courage to be free. Having courage also takes sacrifice. In this day and age, we hear a lot about rights, but not so much about responsibility, and certainly not sacrifice. But anything worthwhile requires sacrifice. Another way of saying it is you have to give up something to get something. Or you might also say that to get something, it requires investment of something.